This is Retro Sports Radio. Visit RetroSeasons.com for more sports history.
The New York Yankees faced the Detroit Tigers for a Saturday afternoon game at Briggs Stadium on July 25, 1959. The Yankees were managed by Casey Stengel, and they were the defending world champions, having been to the World Series for 4 straight seasons. But things were looking shaky in 1959. This late in July, they were still stuck in the middle of the AL standings with a 47-48 record. The Tigers had been an average team throughout the 1950s, never finishing above 4th place, including only 1 winning season. They were managed by Jimmy Dykes, who took over from Bill Norman after a disastrous 2-15 start of the 1959 season. This audio recording is from the New York radio broadcast featuring announcers Mel Allen, Red Barber, and Phil Rizzuto.
Frank Newman dusting off home plate, and Frank Crissetti runs across in front of the plate out to his coach's box at third base, and Ralph Hopp, the Yankees first base coach. Crissetti always waits until the playing of the national anthem before he runs out. Paul Foytack on the mound. Richardson tries to bunt the first pitch. It's fouled, strike 1. Richardson batting .274, has 10 doubles, 3 triples, and 12 runs batted in. A windup by the right-hander. The pitch a little high, ball 1, 1-1. Foytack has won 9 and lost 7 on the year. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's just outside, ball 2, 2-1. There's a drive deep to left field, way back there. Looks like Richardson's first home run of the year. And there it is. Little Bobby Richardson gets his first home run of the 1959 season. Leading off, and look at the big grin on Bobby's face. Frank Crissetti slaps him on the back as he rounds third. And wait to see the Yankee bench when Richardson comes in. There's Skylin laying down as though he fainted. And nobody's saying anything to Richardson. They're giving him the silent treatment. But finally they break down and all start applauding. Bobby Richardson will be getting slapped on the back. Now the whole team's coming over to congratulate Bobby as the Yankees take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. Norm Stephen, the batter, takes the pitch over, strike 1 call. That's quite a thrill for Richardson. There's a curve outside, ball 1, 1-1. Stevens batting .271. He has 13 doubles, 10 homers, and 40 runs batted in. This is Foytack's 23rd game. Ball is a starter. There's a fastball fouled back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Stevens. Foytack has started once against the Yankees before today, winning that ball game. 8-2 back on June the 14th in New York. His lifetime record. Against the Yankees, he defeated the Yankees 4 times while losing to them 6 times. Fastball inside, and Stephen has to skip rope to get out of the way. 2-2 to count. That was Bobby Richardson's first home run of the year. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's inside, ball 3. Full count on Stephen. Ready for the payoff pitch. To Stephen, he pops it high in the air. True field in back of second base on the outfield grass. Is under it. Makes the catch, ball out number 1. As Stephen pops to the shortstop, 1 away. That'll bring up Mickey Mantle. Mantle's batting .295. Mickey has 17 doubles, 3 triples, 20 homers, and 53 runs batted in. That was not only Richardson's first home run of the year, but his first major league home run in regular season play or World Series play. Pitch to Mickey is fouled back, strike one. The Yankees lead here in the top of the first. Foytack ready. Curve is a little bit high. Ball 1-1-1. There's a curve low outside. Ball 2. 2-1 on Nick. Foytack is 5'11", 180 pounds. Born in Scranton, Pennsylvania. Pitch to Mickey is a curve high, ball 3, 3-1. One out, nobody on. Foytack into the windup. The slow curve is swung at a miss. Strike two. Full count on Nick. Boy, Nick was looking for that fastball, ready to hit it right on out of here. Had made up his mind to swing and was fooled completely on the changeup curve. Got to have a lot of confidence in that pitch to throw it on 3-1. Even more so to throw it on 3-2. Let's see what it is. Here's the payoff pitch. Fastball pop foul. Eddie O shaking it over towards the stands, but it's going back in and out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes. Foytack with a new baseball. Extra sign from Red Wilson. Here's the windup. Pitch is line. Oh, just outside the first base foul line. Ball almost got Charlie Berry, the first base umpire. Big Gus Gurnier, who was playing first base, lunged for the ball. And it went by Gus in fair territory, but just landed in foul territory. Again, the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Mantle takes a fastball down the middle. Mickey Mantle called out on strike. And with 2 out, nobody on, here's Yogi Berra. Yogi's batting .275. Has 14 doubles, 1 triple, 11 homers, and 37 runs batted in. Nobody on. Yankees one side. There's nothing. There's a fastball on the outside corner. Strike 1 call. Ground ball to second base. Gurnier starts the backhand. His left view over the throws to Foytack coming. He drops the ball. Foytack nonchalant that throw from Ted Lefty and drops the ball. An easy chance. That'll be an error charged to Foytack. Gurnier, of course, who hasn't had too much experience as a first baseman, went way out of his range to try and backhand that ball. Lefty caught the ball without moving in his tracks. Foytack was there in plenty of time, but tried to backhand the ball with just one hand and dropped it, so Yogi's on. Brings up Hector Lopez, the Yankee third baseman, batting .282. Hector has 19 doubles, 4 triples, 14 homers, and 59 runs batted in. Here's a fastball low inside, ball 1. Then you got to bear down every second in this ball game. You never know when one break you give the opposing team can open up the gate. Here's a stretch. The pitch is a curve hit high in the air to left field. Maxwell back, but he's got room for this one. He's under it. and makes the catch for out number 3. So the error was not costly, but for the Yankees in the top of the first. 1 run on 1 base hit, Bobby Richardson's first major league homer. 1 Tiger error, 1 man left to score at the end of 1 half inning of play. The Yankees won, and the Tigers coming to bat. So now here's a guy that can really put a message across. Gil Corey of Columbia Records. Valentine's beer is a crisp kind of light with 2 lager flavor. That's why folks call it the crisp refresher. Just try it and treat your thirst to Valentine. Whitey Ford is out on the mound for the New York Yankees. Whitey's won 10 and lost 6. Against the Tigers, he's having a rough time. He's won 1 and lost 2 this year. And his lifetime record against Detroit, 7 wins and 6 defeats. Yet his lifetime record in the big leagues, 115 wins and 46 defeats. Eddie Oates, leading off for the Tigers. Homered his first time at bat last night. Oates batting .252, has 13 doubles, 13 homers, and 35 runs batted in. Here's the windup by Whitey, and the first pitch to Eddie Oates is a curve over strike 1 call. Whitey lost to the Tigers 6-3 back on May 19th. Lasted only 2/3 of an inning. And he defeated the Tigers 14-3 on June 4th. Pitch to Yost is low, ball 1-1-1. Whitey lost his last start to the Tigers 3-2. That's when Maxwell hit that 3-run home in the 8th inning. Whitey's been pitching good ball, but he hasn't finished the game since June 23rd. Low curve is line to center field, a base hit for Eddie Yost. Boy, he timed that curve beautifully. It was a good change-up curve by Whitey Ford, and Yost just waited for the pitch and lined it out into center field. And here comes Charlie Maxwell. Maxwell is a big favorite, and well, he might be, hitting all those clutch homers. Charlie's batting just .243, but he has 9 doubles, 2 triples, 22 homers, and 65 runs batted in. Takes the fastball low, ball 1. Ford tosses the ball to first base, but Yost is standing on the bag. 1-0, the Yankees are leading here in the bottom of the first inning. Whitey set. The pitch is low, ball 2, 2-0. Charles Richard Maxwell. Here's a stretch. Pitch is low. Ball 3, 3-0. Eddie Oates with a short lead off first. Here's a stretch by Whitey. The pitch is low, ball 4. Maxwell walks on 4 straight pitches. Yost moves down to second. Maxwell at first, and here's Harvey Kuenn. Kuenn leading the American League in batting by just 1 percentage point now over Roger Maris of the Kansas City A's. Harvey has 26 doubles, 6 triples, 5 homers, and 44 runs batted in. Yogi out to the mound to talk with Whitey Ford. Edward Keene, who has a lifetime batting average of .308 in the big league. Before this year, that is. Here's the stretch by Whitey. Pitch to Keene is taken low, ball one. Harvey shot a bunt at that ball, and he had Hector Lopez way back. Lopez was playing a deep third base, not expecting Keene to bunt, and Harvey was going to drop one down. And now Frank Dumont moves the photographer away from home plate. He's only about 10 feet from the batter, taking these flash pictures, and Frank Dumont moved him out of the way. They could be distracting. Pitch to Keene, another curve low, ball 2, 2-0. Six straight balls that Whitey Ford has thrown. 4 to Maxwell, 2 to Keene. Runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first, and the Yankees leading 1-0. Here's the stretch. The 2-0 pitch is hit deep to center field, left center, way back. Mantle digging, and makes the catch. Yost backs up. Easily moves to third base. Play by Mickey Mantle just in front of the 400-foot sign in deep left center field. Yost tagged up and easily went to third. Maxwell did not tag up. He was waiting at second base to see if the ball should get by Mantle, and then had to beat a hasty retreat to first base. So the Tigers have runners on first and third with one out. And here's Al Kaline. Kaline having himself a fine year, batting .340. He's third in the American League in batting. Has 14 doubles, 1 triple, 16 homers, and 57 runs batted in. Albert William Kaline. Howard holds first against Maxwell. The Yankee infield in double play depth. Yost leading off third. Here's a stretch by Whitey. The curve is low outside, ball 1. Yankees leading 1-0 on the strength of Bobby Richardson's first major league home run, leading off the ball game. Yogi kneels down, gives his sign. Whitey stretches. Runners lead off first and third. Curve in the dirt, ball 2, 2-0. Kaline never played any minor league ball. Came right up to the Tigers in 1953. Been with them ever since. Al has the identical lifetime batting average coming into this year as Harvey Kuenn, .308. Whitey sets again. Service hit on the ground a second. Richardson to Brickell for one. Back to first. He's out. A double play. They got the double play, and Henrik and Kaline are arguing with Berry. And Kaline tripped a little bit as he tried to beat out that return throw from Brickell. It was a good double play from Richardson to Brickell to Howard. And so the Yankees get out of a jam there in the bottom of the first. The Tigers come up with no runs on 1 base hit. No Yankee errors and 1 man left to score at the end of 1 full inning. The Yankees nothing. Rather, the Yankees 1 and the Tigers nothing. Let's not make that mistake. Yankees are having a tough enough time winning without me taking a run away from us. Quick look at the scoreboard in the American League. At the end of 3.5, Cleveland 3, Washington nothing. Pitcher against Maxwell. Boston at Kansas City tonight. Baltimore scored in the top of the first. The White Sox are batting. Odell against Shaw. In the National League, St. Louis at Los Angeles starts later on. Chicago at San Francisco starts later on. Philadelphia at Cincinnati. Cardwell against Nuxall. And Pittsburgh at Milwaukee. Nothing at the end of 1. Law against Burdett. Just a quick note here for you folks who are planning on seeing Paul Hahn, the Ballantine Trick Shot artist, on his golf tour this coming Wednesday night at Fairlawn Driving Range, Fairlawn, New Jersey. We just want to let you know that the starting time has been changed from 8 o'clock to 8:45. You know, they've been making announcements that the time would be 8 o'clock. Well, it's just been changed to 8:45. It's next Wednesday at the Fairlawn Driving Range. Elston Howard swings and misses. Like one at the first pitch. Elston batting .263, has 13 doubles, 3 triples, 11 homers, and 41 runs batted in. He got his 11th homer last night. There's a curve over the outside corner, strike 2. Howard tried to check his swing, but the ball had part of the plate. Lined up by Foytack. The ground ball, backhanded by Yost. Nice play. Throws over to Daniel, one away. Eddie Yost still has those quick hands. Eddie Yost, who's been playing with the Washington Senators from way back in 1944, still can move around that third patch. Here's Hank Bauer, the Yankee right fielder. Hank's batting .248, has 12 doubles, 7 homers, and 24 RBIs. Another ground ball to third. It's an easy one on a big hop to Yost over to Daniel. 2 out. Those are the kind of infielder likes to get, those big high school hops, as they call them. Here's Bobby Richardson, who has been filling in very well for McDougal at shortstop. Richardson's batting .227. 5 for 22. No extra base hits, 1 run batted in. Pitch to 50 is over, strike 1 call. Strike 2. Nothing is 2 on Brickell. 2 out, nobody on. The Yankees lead 1-0. We're in the top of the second. The 2-strike pitch. Curve is a little bit high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Checks the sign from Red Wilson. Overhand curve just outside. Foytack started to walk off the mound. He thought that had part of the plate. But it was just a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. They saved Brickell a little bit in left field, figuring 50's a quick pull hitter. Pulls that bat right on the end. The 2-2 pitch is a ground ball to short. Hill up with the ball. Over to Zernial. That's all for the Yankees in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no tag errors. Nobody left to score at the end of an inning and a half. The Yankees won, and the Tigers nothing. Remind you, remember Old Timers Day coming up. Saturday afternoon, August the 8th. And Frankie Fish is the latest member of the Hall of Fame to accept, plus 3 others, Charlie Grimm, Vic Rassi, and Lefty Gomez. 2 great Yankees, and Charlie Grimm, a great Cub and a great manager. Red Wilson steps into the batter's box, leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the second. Wilson's batting .305. Has 10 doubles, 1 triple, 2 homers, 23 runs batted in. Fastball is on the outside corner, strike 1 call. Wilson's one of those players, like Frank Bowling, who have good luck against Yankee pitching. Fastball outside and high, ball 1-1-1. Seems like this year all the Tiger hitters are having a great deal of success against the Yankee pitchers. The 1-1 pitch, low curve is low, ball 2, 2-1. The Yankees have only won 3 of the 12 games played against the Tigers this year. Tigers winning the other 9. 2 balls, 1 strike on Wilson. The Yankees lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. On deck, Gus Zernial. Curve is hit on the ground. It's short. Brickell up with the ball. Over to Howard, 1 away. 1 out, that brings up Gus Zernial. Big Gus batting .214. Been used mostly as a pinch hitter this year. Has 2 doubles, 5 homers, and 19 runs batted in. Gus Edward Zernial, nicknamed Ozark Ike, because of his tremendous shoulders and arms. He's really a big boy. Ford's first pitch is a curve hit on the ground in the hole, and deflected off Lopez's glove in the left field. It's a base hit. Beeman up with the ball, and Zernial's on with a single. Brickell would have gotten to the ball a backhander, but whether he could have thrown Zernial out or not is doubtful. So Zernial gets the second hit off Whitey Ford. And it brings up Ted Lefty, the second baseman. Left field's batting .267. Has 2 doubles, 3 homers, and 10 runs batted in. Whitey stretches. The pitch to left field is line to right field, a base hit. And maybe extra bases. Daniels around second, going for third. Left field holds up as Powers fast fielding holds it to a long single. That ball was beautifully placed by left field. He stroked an outside curveball to right field. Hit number 3 off Whitey. And as Yogi gets out to the mound and stalks the forward, we'll pause for station identification. Fielder shortstop, batting .258. Hasn't played too much. He's 8 for 31, 5 RBIs. Right-hand hitter. Real slim ball player. Once set a curve and then pulls the bat back. It's ball 1. He started a bunt at that ball. It was not the suicide squeeze, as Zernial was not coming in on the pitch. 1 ball. The scoreboard has strike 1 up there. It was an easy play to miss, because Veal started a bunt at the ball, threw the bat back just in time. Here's a stretch by Whitey. Runners lead off first and third. 1 away. Curve outside, ball 2, 2-0. A youngster throws a rubber ball out on the field. And Whitey picks it up, flips it to Hector Lopez, who bounces it into the dugout. A pretty looking ball, a little blue color. Looks good on color TV. The Yankees lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. Here's a stretch by Whitey. Runners lead off first and third. Throw to first base, left field's back. Howard has to be on the alert, because if he hasn't played first too much with Whitey pitching, he can get picked off. Whitey has such a tricky move. Then the stretch by 4. Curve is over, strike 1 call. 2 balls, 1 strike. Veal steps back to look at Billy Hitchcock coaching at third. Gus Zernial is at third. Left field at first. Here's the stretch. Pitch is line foul over Henry's head down the right field line. 2-2 the count. Veal hit that ball right off the end of the bat, and his fingers are stinging a little. Strike 1 out. Whitey stretches. Curve is line over Richardson. How do you like that? Veal actually tried to check his swing and hit one of the best line drives he's ever hit in his life. Ford fooled him with a breaking ball, and Veal started his swing, checked his swing, stopped it, and the ball went on a line. Richardson was ready to leap for the ball and realized it was too far over his head. The ball game's tied 1-1 as Zernial comes on to score. And left field holds at second base. Boy, I tell you. That's hit number 4 off Whitey. And here's Paul Foytack, the pitcher, coming up with runners at first and second, and 1 out. The score tied 1-1. Foytack batting .091. He's 4 for 44. No extra base hits, no RBI. Pitch is bunted in front of the plate. Ford up with it, goes to third base in time to get Lopez. No chance for rather to Lopez in time to get left field. The L's are throwing me today. It was a pretty good bunt, but Ford really got off that mound. He had left field by quite a bit at third base. Veal moved to second. Foytack is safe at first. It's a 4th play. From Ford to Lopez, 1 to 5. Here's Eddie Oates, who singled at center in the first inning. Oates batting .254. Score tied 1-1 here in the bottom of the second. Coot Veal down at second. Paul Foytack at first. Here's the stretch. Pitch to Yost is a curve low, ball 1. For Veal, that was his 6th RBI of the year. On deck, Charlie Maxwell. Whitey stretches. Another curve a little bit high. Ball 2-0. Real overcast day here today in Detroit. Hill steps out of the box, puts some dirt on his hands, and now he's ready to go. Whitey sets field off second. The curve is high, ball 3-0. Hill looks down at Billy Hitchcock coaching at third. Sheriff might get the green light because Maxwell is a left-hand batter, and though he hits Ford pretty good, still a left-hand hitter against a left-hand pitcher. They might let Joe swing on the 3-0 pitch if it's over. Here's the stretch. He takes a strike one call, and Whitey took something off that pitch, figuring that Yost might be laying for the cripple. The 3-0 pitch, which they usually lay in there just to get a strike over. All right, here's the stretch. Pitch is over, strike 2 call. A fastball, and I said that Yost was guessing that time. He took a fastball right over the heart of the plate. With a 3-2 count, 2 out. Veal at second, and Foytack at first will be off with the pitch. Bobby Sands gets up to loosen up in the Yankee dugout. Here's the stretch. The runners go. The pitch is taken high, ball 4. The walking man gets another walk for Yost's 81st walk of the year. And with the bases loaded and 2 out, here's Charlie Maxwell. It was Maxwell's 3-run homer in the 8th inning. That cost Ford a ball game last time he started against the Tigers. Yogi's reminding Maxwell that today isn't Sunday. You know, Maxwell loves Sundays to hit home runs on. All right, here's the windup. He pitched to Maxwell. It's a ground ball. Off Lopez is running in short left field. He'll score. Here comes Foytack. And he'll score, and the Tigers take a 3-1 lead. Charlie Maxwell broke his bat on a ground ball between third and short. Lopez got his glove on the ball. Deflected it away from Brickell in the short left field. Coot Field and Paul Foytack both came across the score. And the Tigers now lead 3-1. As Charlie Maxwell hits a single at short left field. Here's Harvey Kuenn, who flied out to deep left center field his first time at bat. The pitch is over, strike 1 call. Well, Maxwell only went up there batting .243. He leads the Tigers in RBIs with 65, and these two give him 67 on the year. So you know he hits in the clutch when it counts. Harvey Kuenn batting .346. Swings a fly ball right field. Bauer digging to his left, still going. Can't get the ball. It's on the ground against the wall. Here comes Joe scoring. They hold Maxwell at third base. Now it's go to third, not in time. That'll be a base hit. Pretty rough call, if I might say so. Bauer was running as hard as he could to his left, reached up as high as he could. The ball hit off the fingers of his glove and rolled to the wall. And Hank Bauer is charged with an error. So the official scorer, realizing that Harvey Kuenn has a good chance to win the batting crown, still gives Bauer the error. So no RBI for Harvey Kuenn. As another run scores, and the Tigers now lead the ball game 4-1. Whitey Ford is out of the ball game. Whitey Ford leaves the ball game after pitching 1 2/3 innings. He allowed 4 5 base hits, walked 1 man, didn't strike out anybody, and has allowed 4 runs so far. Only 3 of those runs will be earned off Whitey, as the error by Bauer permitted the other one, and any other runs that score will be unearned in this inning. Coming on is making his 24th appearance of the year. Bobby's won 4 and lost 3. Sands will be pitching to Al Kaline, who is the 9th man to bat in the 2nd inning. Kaline bounced into a double play his first time at bat. Al's batting .339. Steps into the batter's box. Maxwell is at third. Dean is down at second. There are 2 out, and the Tigers lead 4-1. We're in the bottom of the 2nd. Bobby stands. The pitch is outside. They're going to walk Kaline intentionally and pitch to Red Wilson. Getting on Sands and the Yankees a little bit. They want to see Kaline hit, but Casey Stengel playing the percentage. Now Kaline is third in batting in the American League, so they'd rather pitch to Red Wilson, who is not quite the hitter that Kaline is. There's ball 4. Kaline gets an intentional pass. The bases again are loaded, and here's Red Wilson, who started off this inning by bouncing the shortstop. So Wilson could conceivably make 2 outs in 1 inning, which is a little embarrassing. But I played on a club with Kansas City in the American Association where we batted around 3 times in 1 inning. All right, 2 out, the bases loaded. 4 runs in, the Tigers lead 4-1. Sands into the windup. His pitch to Wilson is low outside, ball 1. Here's a windup by Bobby. Curve is line. Oh, what a play chance. They knocked it down, picks it up, goes to first. In time for the out. A tremendous play by Bobby Kent, and I don't believe there's another pitcher in the big league who could have stopped that ball and then gone back and picked it up and thrown the runner out. A vicious line drive that almost knocked Sands over. He knocked it down, reached for the ball once, moved it away, then reached again, picked it up, and fired at first in time to get Wilson. And I'd say 99 out of 100 other pitchers would not have gotten down in time. That ball would have gone right through their legs out to center field for a base hit. And Red Wilson has the distinction of making 2 outs in 1 inning here in the 2nd inning. He led off the inning and ended the inning. For the Tigers in the bottom of the 2nd inning, 4 runs on 4 base hits, 1 Yankee error, and 3 men left on base. The score at the end of 2 full innings: the Tigers 4 and the Yankees 1. Fans, don't forget Old Timers Day, Saturday afternoon, August the 8th, at Yankee Stadium. And as a special added feature, the Yankees have invited the former Major League first baseman, Chuck Connors. All right, here's Mel Allen to take over.
Hello there, everybody. It's the first half of the 3rd inning. Bobby Sands is the first scheduled batter. Then we'll have Bobby Richardson and Norm Siebert. Tigers leading 4-1. Paul Foytack to the windup, delivers. Fastball over, strike 1. Delivery In there, strike two. Nothing in two. The Tiger right-hander gets the sign from Red Wilson, swings to the windup, fires away, and Bobby takes inside, ball one. 1-2. Chance has 3 for 14, hitting .214. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on. It's a high fly ball into short right center. Harvey Kuenn moves over and takes it. One away, and the batter now is Bobby Richardson, who opened the game crowding his first Major League homer for the Yankees' only hit and run. Batting .277. Foytack pitch swung on as the ground ball hit through third into left field for a base hit. Bobby takes a wide turn. Maxwell charges the ball, throws quickly to left field, and Richardson backs to first. Chance, who just batted, goes down to the bullpen to warm up some more. Sebring hitting .270. Pops to short in the first inning. Mantle on deck. Tigers leading 4-1. Throw to first. Richardson's back. Foytack quickly throws over again. Richardson's back. Another throw over. Richardson's back. Throw over there 3 straight times. Bobby dances off the bag pretty widely. Now the set and the pitch. It's low inside. Ball one. Delivers. Sebring swings and hits a high fly ball to deep left center. There goes Maxwell back to the screen, and he reaches up and grabs it. Richardson, who had already tagged second and turned it, goes back, retags, and races back to first. Sebring almost put the Yankees back in the ball game. He hit to the opposite field, the deep left center. Johnny Maxwell went over and caught it with his back against the screen. 2 down. Mickey Mantle steps up, hitting .294. Took a third strike in the first inning. 2 outs and 1 aboard. Foytack to the set and the pitch. Swung on it, missed strike one. The right-hander ready. Delivers. Mantle swings up the high pop foul. Way up there off the left of the plate. Wilson and Yost. And Wilson takes it. That ball went a mile up in the air. Sides retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. To end of 2.5 innings. Detroit 4 and New York 1. In the last half of the third inning, Gus Stringle leads off. Ted Betsy on deck and Coop Field to follow. 4-1 in favor of Detroit. Tigers hurriedly got rid of Whitey Ford, as they did Don Larson last night. Whitey seldom has had much luck against Tigers teams. 7-6 lifetime against them. And when you consider his overall lifetime record, which is 115 wins and only 46. Tigers are the one team against which he's had the least success. Bobby Chance in relief. Into the windup. Here's the pitch to big Gus Stringle. It's in there for a strike. Stringle who has been mostly a pinch hitter, part-time players, recently installed at first base. The delivery change-up is lined, a leaping catch by Lopez at third for the out. One away. Frank Rossetti had just whistled to Lopez and told him to back up a couple of steps just before the pitch. Else he'd never gotten the ball. Ted Bledsoe singled to right in the second inning. The delivery in there, strike one. Ted batting .272. Frank Bowling is out with an injury, so is Rocky Bridges. Next pitch is low outside for a ball. Bridges sprained an ankle last night. Bowling has huge blisters on his right foot. The 1-1 pitch to left field, fouled off to the left of the plate. Strike two, 1-2. The Yankees had some good news with the arrival this morning of Bill Skowron, who had been to the Mayo Clinic, checking on his back. McDougal doesn't feel any better. No Shirley. No Kubek. No Terry. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back out of play. Moose just might get into the ball game tomorrow. Sixth batting practice and felt very well, he said. Bobby chance for the windup and the pitch. Low outside, 2-2, and let up through ball. The 2-2 delivery. That's in there for called strike three. Gave him a fast through ball that time. Now Coop Field hitting .281. Whitey just didn't have anything today. He's way off in his control. Got out of the jam in the first inning, but quickly got back into it in the second. And the Tigers were quick to hop on him. The 2-1 delivery. Swung on, lined out in the left center field, and it'll be in there for extra bases. Yogi takes the turn at first. Kaline makes a nice recovery, throws in, and Yogi stops at second with a double. Yogi's been hitting more to the opposite field this year. Hector Lopez hitting .281. Flying to left field in the first inning. He got his hands on 2 balls in the second inning that went for base hit. When the Tigers got their 4 runs. Foytack to the set, the pitch to Lopez. Swung on, line down the right field line for extra bases. Yogi round third, comes in to score. Lopez round first, clean up to the ball, throws to second, and Lopez is on second with a double. And it's 4-2. Lopez riding in her 60th run. Now has moved one ahead of Skowron, who was the leader, even being out of action as much as he's been out of action this year. Elston Howard hitting .262, grounded to third in the second inning. Foytack to the set, pitch to Howard. Fastball just outside. Ball one. Low and away. Foytack getting the sign from Wilson. Into the set. The pitch to Howard. It's over for a strike, 1-1. And foul on deck. It was when they wound up last night. Howard swings and grounds it to the back. Lopez holds second. Throw goes to Zunga, and Howard retired. hit through the middle. Hit it just to the left of the man. He looked onto the field. Foytack darted over and backhanded it. Now Hank Bauer hitting 247. That was a big play if you look at baseball. He got the runner over to third. He's in position to score on a fly ball. Now you need the hit other than imperfection play. Hank takes blowing away, ball one. These are the things that ball players always talk about, managers, when you sit in the dugout as they review games. Getting that man over, getting that extra base. Now the pitch. Hank swings, reaches his bat, the ball fouls back to the screen. Tommy Henrich ran the bat in the side of the dugout. He said he goes over, he gets it, brings it up to Hank. Henry was swinging for the seat. One ball, one strike. One out, one in, 4-2 Detroit, fourth inning. Lopez off second, the pitch to Bauer. Swung on, there's the drive to deep center. There goes Kaline back deep and makes the catch. And Lopez flags up and too late. He's back to second. Of course, he had to play it off the bag in the event the ball might have cleared Kaline. And hit it deep, but straight away. Now Briggs Stadium is grounded short in the second inning, batting 217. So you see the play I was talking about. If Howard had gotten Lopez over to third, he'd been across the plate on that ball. And been 4-3. Here's the pitch to Brickell, and it's high for a ball. Of course, pitchers will change their pitching pattern sometimes in different situations. So you can't always be certain. Foytack all set, delivers. Brickell takes it outside, ball two. Not giving him much to bite at right here with Stamp due up next. The pitch. Swung on a little roller, hits the third, and it's foul ball. Foul ball.
Remember, all Yankee baseball games are brought to you by Valentine Beer and Ale and Atlantic Gasoline over WOKO 1460 on everybody's radio. Don't forget the Troy Buick Roundup with Jim Raynor following today's game.
Delivers, Brickell swings and pops it up to third. Eddie Yost under it. Waiting, makes the catch, and the side's retired. The Yankees got one run, two hits, and with no target, there was one Yankee left on. Two lead-off doubles, and that was the end of it. At the end of 3.5 innings, Detroit 4, New York 2. We pause for station identification.
This is WOKO in Albany, New York. Don't forget the Troy Buick Roundup with Jim Raynor follows today's game.
Paul Foytack is the batter as we play in the last half of the fourth inning. Bobby Sands, in relief from Whitey Ford, delivers to the right-hand hitter, takes the strike. Yost and Maxwell the follow. Foytack hitting 89. Swings and lifts the foul off first out of play. Howard digs after it and gets to it. Two strikes. Nothing and through the count now on Foytack. to his delivery is outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Curve is down to short. Brickell up with it, tosses on over to Howard, and there's one away. Now the leadoff man, Eddie Yost. Single to center and walk. He's got 81 bases on balls this year. He's been on base 156 times, not counting errors and being hit by 6 balls. Chance delivers the right-hand batter. It's the outside corner, strike 1. The 1-strike pitch. Change up is outside. 1-1. A let up through ball. One ball, 1 strike on Eddie Yost. Bobby stands into the windup. In comes the pitch. Yost takes it inside for ball 2. 2-1. Stands delivers. Yost takes in there. Strike 2. Slow curve. 2-2. The 2-2 delivery. Outside, ball 3, 3-2. Full count on Eddie Yost. And the payoff pitch. Swung on a high bouncer foul down the third baseline. Billy Hitchcock fielding. Payoff pitch. Swung on, bounced to short. Brickell up with it. Throws on over the first in time. That ball rolled up his arm into the crook to the elbow. But he uncooked it. 2 up and 2 down. And here's Johnny Maxwell hitting .245, who walks and singles to left. .42 Detroit, 4th inning. Paul, they call him, from Paw, Michigan. Stance delivers, fastball in there, strike 1. The 1-strike pitch. Swung on and popped up in the air behind the plate. Yogi, under it, waiting, and has it. Sides retired. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. At the end of 4 innings of play, Detroit, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 4 left on. The Yankees, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 3 men left on base. For quality product and not sure that you're Atlantic, you're ready to land. Atlantic, keep your car on the go, live on the go, Atlantic. Yes, sir, and we did keep on the go with Atlantic, thanks to a little trip we took during the last week or 10 days, and our thanks to Bill Creasy, who very nicely took over for us over the past weekend. Did some traveling in upstate New York, and Atlantic Imperial gasoline really got us up on those hills on the thruway upstate. Suddenly, as we were passing through the upstate region, we got our Atlantic gasoline and stopped over at the Wallace Hotel over in West Eden, New York, and found a lot of Yankee fans. Yes, sir, at the Wallace Hotel, plenty of them. into short right in the third inning. He's in the lead for Ford. Foytack delivers high and inside. One strike, and the pitch. Pitched out inside, ball 3, 3-1. A 3-1 count on Robert Clayton Chance, if you please. Foytack to the windup, fires away, and it's in there. Strike 2. It's just a little off the fastball. The reason for that, for the newer fans, sometimes the fellow's fastball jumps. So he takes it a little off and he figures the batter won't be swinging to get the strike. The 3-2 pitch is inside for ball 4. The ball failed again. Bobby Sands walks to open the fifth. That's the first pass issued by Foytack. Now Bobby Richardson, who homered and singled to left. 2-2. Hitting 281. Cuban on deck. Foytack ready, delivers. The pitch is taken outside for a ball. Bobby bluffed the bunt. He had no idea of attempting a sacrifice. He might have had a notion of bunting for a base hit. Tom Morgan starts warming up for Detroit. Foytack ready. Richardson swings and misses. Strike 1. He buffed the bunt, pulled the bat back, and trying to hit the opposite field. Trying to avoid hitting into a double play and trying to punch the singles to right. That was his objective. Yost shortened up at third. Daniel holding against Stan. And the pitch. Swung on and foul back. Strike 2. 1-2. Strike. Tiger fireballer gets the sign from Wes Wilson to the stretch and the pitch. Inside and the 2-2 count. Tigers leading 4-2. We're in the fifth inning. Ready. Chance for the lead off first. There he goes. The pitch is swung on and grounded by third to left field. Chance turns second, holds up as Papa Maxwell tosses him to Eddie Yost. Third straight hit for Richardson. Chance drops to second. They ran Bobby to beat a double play. And he grounded, but grounded by Yost. Norm Sebring coming up. Pops to short and slides to deep left center. Sent Maxwell back to the screen. Hitting 269. Here's the pitch. Swung on. There's a drive to deep right center field, and that ball is up against the wall. And Richardson's about to run Chance down. They're both digging to the plate, one on top of the other, and they both score. Got a side apart on a double by Sebring. Chance had to hold up, make sure the ball is in there. Jimmy Dykes is out of the dugout. And Bobby was right on his heels. You thought they were finishing up the 100-yard dash, and Richardson was trying to beat him to the wire. And the winner of the 100-yard dash is Bobby Chance. You know, that reminded me of a play. I didn't see it, but long before my time, I think it was Dixie Walker when he first came out with the Yankees. And Luke Gehrig. I believe I have my names right. Dykes is out. We're going to have Tom Morgan coming in. Scores tied 4-all. They both were tagged out at home plate. Just like that. On a throw, it came in. They will run on top of the other. The throw came in, and catcher tagged them both out. Bang, bang. Norm Sebring lashes a long double to right center. Scoring Stanton Richardson. Makes it 4-4. Sebring's 14th double, 42 runs batted in, and Paul Foytack is leading. That double took Whitey Ford off the hook. He no longer is involved in the decision. It was his game to lose. Foytack in 4 innings plus, nobody out in the 5th, giving up 6 hits. Walked 1. Struck out 1. And has been charged with 4 runs, and Sebring would be his responsibility if he could score. Tom Morgan, one-time Yankee, coming on in the 5th, nobody out. Tom has developed a pretty good relief pitching. Mantle will be the first batter he'll face. This is Morgan's 29th appearance. Has a record of 1-4. Earned run average of 3.39. Mantle took a third strike and fouled out to the catcher, hitting 293. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. 0-1. Berra on deck and Lopez followed. Tom all set. And the pitch. Bunted into the air right to mound. And it's taken by Morgan. Mantle pops out to the pitcher on the front. In the slump, he was trying to punt his way on. At the same time, moves the runner over to third. Here's Yogi Berra, hitting 277. Grounded to second and double to left center. Schultz is warming up for Detroit. 1 out now in the 5th. Morgan into the stretch. Pitch to Yogi. Outside. Ball 1. Morgan delivers to Yogi. Low. Ball 2. Morgan's next pitch. Low and inside. Ball 3. Not giving Yogi much to cut at. First base open, right-hand hitter coming up. We'll see, though, now. 3 balls, no strikes, and the pitch. It's low, ball 4. That was a so-called, apparently intentional walk. So what they do, you might wonder why some of these newer fans, well, why didn't you just go ahead and deliberately walk him? Well, they're trying to make him go after a bad pitch and get a hit up on the count and make them hit their pitch. Failing to do so, and got a base open. Hector Lopez flying to left, double to right. The pitch is low, ball 1. Lopez hitting 283. Drove in the first Yankee run. Cleveland on second, and Berra on first with 1 out in the 5th, 2 in, 4-4 ball game. Tom Morgan ready, and the pitch. It's outside, ball 2. Morgan hollers at Newmont, wants to know where that pitch was. This is Tom's third appearance of the year against New York. No decision. Once worked 4 innings, allowed 2 hits and no runs. On another occasion, worked 2 innings and didn't allow a run. Cleveland leads off second, Berra off first, 1 out, and a 2-0 count on Lopez. And the pitch. Right over, strike 1, 2-1. To the stretch, and the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the left of the plate. Strike 2, 2-2. Frank Larry goes against New York tomorrow afternoon. Two on, 2 out, and a 2-2 count. 1 out, and 2-2 count. The pitch is swung on and fouled off out of play to the right of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 in, and 1 out. 4-4 the score. And 7 years ago. Tom Morgan in relief of Paul Foytack. Gets the sign from Red Wilson. He's talking to Hector Lopez to distract him a little. Morgan into the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on as a bouncer to Yost. Over to second for 1 out. Back to first. Double play. Morgan pulled him out of the jam. 2 runs for New York. 2 hits. No errors for the Tigers. And 2 Yankees left aboard. Tom Morgan turned in his job in a fashion that Jimmy Dykes wanted him to. And so at the end of 4.5 innings, the Yankees 4, the Tigers 4. Now, fans, let's take time out for a message about today's newest gasoline. New Atlantic Imperial. Listen! Yes, listen. You'll like the difference. Here's engine knock. It can happen when you step down on the accelerator for full power. But knock can also happen when you step down partway to maintain cruising speed. Now, with new Atlantic Imperial gasoline, listen. Smooth, knock-free power. For full acceleration and for regular highway driving. 4 miles per gallon. For top economy. Yes, here's the sound of knock-free power that saves you money. Listen. You'll like the difference. Try new Atlantic Imperial gasoline to keep your car on the go. Half of the 5th inning. Harvey Kuenn coming to bat. Kaline on deck and Wilson to follow. Now the pitchers of record are Bobby Chance and Tom Morgan. With the starters, Foytack and Ford out of the consideration. Harvey Kuenn hitting .345. Chance's pitch. In there for a strike. The 1-strike delivery. Outside, ball 1, 1-1. You know, no matter how long you watch ball games, and I guess I watched 3,000 or 4,000 of them. Broadcasting. There are always some little things that intrigue you. Here's the pitch. In there, strike two. Patterns don't always work out, of course. That's what makes the game exciting. But Joe Morgan come in and wouldn't give Yogi anything. He had walking. He knew Mantle wasn't hitting in a slump. Figured he'd take his chances in, and Lopez, he got out of the inning pretty neatly. That was all the pattern. Next delivery, swung on, hit foul, back to third, into the lower stand. In this game, you think of a pattern, and you try to make it fit. And frequently it does. You play a percentage. It doesn't always come out that way, and that's what makes the game interesting. Pitcher, too, has got to put the ball where he wants to follow that pattern. The 1-2 delivery now to Harvey Kuenn from Bobby Richardson. Coming up in a moment. Bobby to the windup. Here's the pitch. Swung on as a fly ball foul down the left field line, out of play. Little sparrow just flew up there on the screen off to our right. Not watching the game, he's watching the people. Right, turns around the other way, he's watching the game. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on, bounced towards short. Brickell up with it. Throws on over to first, and the bad throw, and it goes into the dugout. It bounces off. The throw down to second, not in time, and Kuenn winds up on second. On a routine grounder. On and foul down the right field line, out of play. Strike one. Fan made a catch of that ball, and the others lower their approval. On second base, on the error, nobody out. Here's the pitch down Kaline. Swings on it, it's a high fly ball into left field. Stevens under it, makes the catch. Kuenn holds it second. Kaline, the hitting .339. Here's Red Wilson. Grounded to short, hit to the box, both in the second inning. Started the inning and ended it. Although he hit the ball hard the second time up with 3 men aboard, a wicked liner at 10 knocked down. You got Zernial to follow. Yanks 4 Tigers, 4th inning. Bobby into the stretch, and the pitch to Wilson. Been there, strike one. Again, the set, Kuenn leads off second. The pitch to Wilson. Swung on, grounded through the hole into left for a base hit. Here comes Kuenn around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. And it is 5-4 Detroit. Wilson singles to left to score Harvey Kuenn. And the Tigers are back in front, 5-4. Wilson driving in his 24th run. Here's Gus Zernial. Single to left and line to third. One run in, one on, and one out. The pitch to Zernial. Swung on and missed. Strike one. Ready, and the pitch popped up in the air to first. Howard makes the catch. And so Bobby should have been sitting on the bench without a run being scored, but he's still operating. With two-back McDougald and carry out of action, the Yankee defense has been riddled. And it has hurt the club. Ted Lutfio, single to right, took a third strike, hitting .269. Here's the pitch to the right-hand batter. He swings and grounds it foul down the third baseline. Strike one. Detroit, fifth inning. Dance into the stretch. Wilson leads off first. Pitch is way outside. He crossed Yogi up. He didn't read the sign right. Now he and Yogi get together. Yogi had to dart out there and grab it. He wasn't set for that fast through ball. Into the stretch, checks the runner. Pitch to Lutfio. It's over. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Give him a curve. Once again, we're set. The pitch to Lutfio. Swung on, little tap in front of the plate. Yogi out in front of the plate, up with the ball, post to first, and the side's retired. The Tigers get an unearned run. 1 hit, 1 error. 1 left on. At the end of 5 innings of play, Detroit. 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, 5 left on. The Yankees 4 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors, and 5 men left on base. And now, fans, let's listen to an interesting message from Atlanta. Makes good listening, doesn't it? And here's something else that makes good listening when you're on the go in your car. Smooth, knock-free power. The kind you get with new Atlantic Imperial gasoline. For sure, safe acceleration, but even more important, for regular highway driving. See your Atlantic dealer. Try new Atlantic Imperial gasoline and listen. You'll like the difference. Knock-free power that saves you money. Check over the Atlantic scoreboard. Cleveland, after 8 innings, leads the Washington Senators 8-1. The Phillies in Cincinnati, the Phils lead 4-0. That game is now in the 6th inning. Milwaukee leads Pittsburgh 2-0. That game is in the 7th inning. Baltimore and Chicago in the American League, they're tied 1-1 at the end of 5 innings. Howard takes the curve outside, ball 1, as we move into the top of the 6th inning.
Batting .261. Tom Morgan out on the mound. It's his game to win or lose now. Bobby Sands also for the Yankees. There's a curve over, 1-1 the count. Whitey Ford, who started the game, had he been charged with the Lord, would have evened his lifetime record with the Tigers at 7 wins and 7 defeats. They'd have been the only team to come close to being 500 with Whitey. There's a high hopper. Going to have to charge this one. Yost. Daniel in time, a beautiful play by Eddie Yost. It was a high hopper off home plate. That Coot Deal couldn't have thrown Howard out. And Eddie Yost cut in front of the shortstop, caught it on the short hop, and really rifled it throw to Daniels. Just did get Howard. One away. It's a pretty play to watch. Here's Hank Bauer, who bounced the third fly to center field. Hank's batting .246. There's a drive deep to left. Maxwell back. It's off the wall. And Bauer's around first and into second base with a double. Man, that was only a couple of feet from being a home run and tying up the ball game. Bauer doubles high off the left field wall. That's the first hit off Tom Morgan. Yankee took over for Paul Foytack. And it brings up Whitey Brickell, who bounced the short, popped the third. Brickell batting 208. Powell leads off second. Left field taking him back. Morgan's curveball is fouled back, strike one. The call is an arm swing. He doesn't swing too much with the wrist, sort of a stiff arm swing. Morgan sets the sign from Red Wilson. Bauer leading off second base. There's a stretch by the foul boy. The pitch is strike two. He swings and misses a sinking ball. Morgan, when he throws sidearm, the fastball, it goes down a little bit. Whitey went all the way down on one knee after missing that pitch. There's a stretch. Just outside. Just missed the outside corner, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the Indians won their ball game 8-1. Pitch is outside, ball 2, 2-2. Pitch is hit high in the air, deep to left. Maxwell back near the wall, and it's in there for a home run for Whitey Brickell. And the Yankees take the lead, 6-5. Whitey Brickell hit his first major league home run today, and sends the Yankees into a 6-5 lead now here in the top of the 6th inning. With 1 out, nobody on, and the batter Bobby stands. Bobby fly to right and walk. So 2 first today. Richardson's first major league home run, and now Brickell's first one. There's a pitch over, strike one call. That ball was fair by about 3 or 4 feet, just inside the foul pole into the lower left field seat. Serve over, strike 2 calls. Into the windup. Side on curve, pop foul. Eddie Yost going over near the stands. Makes the catch, leaning against the railing. 2-way. Bobby Richardson, who's had a perfect day, a homer and 2 singles. Driven in the run and scored 2 to batter. Bobby's picked up 10 points in his batting average today, batting 284 now. Takes the pitch inside, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch is a ground ball to short. Deal up with it. Over to Zernial in time to get Richardson. But the Yankees come back here in the top of the 6th inning to move ahead of the Tigers with 2 runs on 2 base hits. No Tiger errors and nobody left on base. The score at the end of 5.5 innings of play, the Yankees 6 and the Tigers 5.
And the Yankees, thanks to Brickell's homer, have moved out ahead in this seesaw ball game, 6-5. The Tiger fans are calling for the Tigers to rally, so let's see what happens. As Cootfield takes a call strike, a curveball, right over the heart of the plate.
strike pitch is line to right field. That's in there for a base hit. Fowler was left. Up with the ball. Heel around first and then holds on as he slices a single down the right field corner. That's Field's second base hit of the ball game. And the second one off Bobby Shan. And it brings up Tom Morgan. This will be Morgan's first appearance at bat. Paul Foytack started for the Tigers. Foytack went 4 innings. Yogi talking with Stans on the mound. Morgan talking with Frank Dumont. Brown is batting .278. He's always been a fair hitting pitcher. He's 5 for 18. He has 2 homers and 2 runs batted in. Here's the stretch. Pitch is bunted out and missed, strike 1. Howard charging in at first and Lopez at third, and with the cat on the mound, Bobby Sands tough to sacrifice that runner to second. Leading off first. Here's the stretch. Pitch is bunted over Sands' head. A beautiful bunt. And Sands the play. Oh, that Sands almost came up with a tremendous play. Don Morgan bunted the ball hard over Sands' head as Bobby came charging in. It goes as a base hit. Then Sands turned around and charged after that ball with Field dancing for second. Bobby got to the ball, lunged at it, and rolled it like you would roll a bowling ball. A perfect strike it would have been had he been bowling to Whitey Brickell, who caught the ball with his foot on the bag, but Field's slide was in there ahead of the throw. And so the Tigers are threatening now. With singles back-to-back, runners at first and second. And Don Murphy is coming out to run for Tom Morgan. How do you like that? They let Morgan in at a hit, and then take him out for a runner. Old Plowboy, not too fleet of foot. He's out of there. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. The Yankees are leading 6-5. We're in the bottom of the 6th, and here's Eddie Yost, who singled, walked, and bounced to short. Now the Yankee infield will definitely have to look for the bunt. Eddie batting .253. In his first, Lopez in his third. Here's a stretch by Sands. The pitch is low inside, ball 1. Ball jumps out of Yogi's glove, but just in front of the plate. No advance. Well, I'll tell you, that was a pretty play to watch. Sands calls time now, talking with Whitey Brickell, the shortstop. Wants to make sure Brickell isn't moving towards second when he makes the pitch. Eddie Yost wants to look at the baseball. And Frank Dumont will throw it out of play. There's something on it that shouldn't be there. Gives Yogi a new one. 1 ball, no strikes on Yost. Mossy running for Morgan at first. Veal down at second. Yankees lead 6-5. On deck is Charlie Maxwell. Here's the set. Pitch is taken high, ball 2-0. Yogi steps back and said, "Where was it?" Howard coming in from first says, "Where was it?" And the only one not saying anything is Bobby Shan. Two balls, no strikes. Laid away. Nobody out. And stretches. It is outside, ball 3, 3-0. And Yost was walking up on that pitch. He was not going to bunt the ball. So now Sands has his work cut out for him. Jim Santa gets up. He wants to sign somebody to warm up in the Yankee bullpen. Here's a stretch by Bobby. Throw to second is not quite in time. Might have been a little lower. There might have been a play. Duke Moss is up in the Yankee bullpen. Here's a stretch. The pitch. Ball 4, and look at Yogi arguing. Here comes Casey Stengel, and Casey will be out of the ball game. If he comes out any further, he'll be out of there. Umont is giving him a break, but not looking over there. Because the manager or no one can umpire argue on a called ball or a strike. If the manager comes out and kicks on the pitch, he's automatically out of the ball game. Eddie Yost gets his second walk of the game. It loads the bases with nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. The score side, the Yankees are leading 6-5. Casey Stengel came jumping out of the Yankee dugout, took about 4 steps, and suddenly realized that if he goes up to argue with Umont, he will automatically be put out of the game. Yogi really was kicking good around home plate. Here's Charlie Maxwell, who walked single to left and top to the catcher. He's driven in 2 runs. Infield backs and double play depth. Maxwell's batting .245. Here's the windup. The curve is over, strike 1 call. On deck is Harvey Kuenn without Kaline to follow. Fastball is high, ball 1-1-1. Nobody out. Bases loaded. In the bottom of the sixth, the Yankees are leading 6-5. Here's the windup. Curve is hit high in the air and not too deep right field. Howard going back, and makes the catch. Real fast. Here's the throw to the plate, and he goes back. Man, he'd have been a dead duck. He would have been out had he tried to score on that when he started to come in, and Billy Hitchcock held him up, and Howard made a perfect throw to the plate. After catching the ball in foul territory halfway down the right field line. Well, that's 1 away, and here's Harvey Kuenn. Kuenn fly to center, and twice reached on errors. Batting .344. Harvey cannot run too fast, and is chance can get Kuenn to hit the ball on the ground. They've got a good chance for the double play. Maxwell was a big man to get out of there. All right, the base is still loaded. 1 away now. Yankees leading 6-5. Here's the windup by Chance. Pitch is low, ball 1. Trying to keep it low to get Kuenn to hit one on the ground. Pete Burnside, left-hander, loosening up for the Tigers. Serve is far, oh man, right into the Tiger dugout. Kuenn has really been pulling those curveballs. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the windup. Serve is up in the air to the infield. Chance says he's got it. Bobby's there. The infield fly rule is called, but Chance catches it anyway. Right by the pitcher's box for out number 2. And now Al Kaline, who hit into a double play, walked and flying to left. Kaline batting .338. Bobby trying to pitch his way out of this jam. Had the bases loaded and nobody out, and got Maxwell on a foul pop out and Kuenn on a pop up to the mound. Pitch. Ground ball is short. Brickell flips it to Richardson, and Shands gets out of the inning with beautiful pitching. Tremendous pitching. Can you imagine the bases loaded, nobody out, and having to face Maxwell, Keene, and Kaline, and keeping the Tigers from scoring? A tremendous exhibition of pitching by little Bobby Shands. So for the Tigers in the bottom of the sixth, no runs. On 2 base hits, no Yankee errors, 3 men left on base.
The Yankees and the Tigers will conclude their 3-game series with a single game at Detroit tomorrow afternoon. And the Yankees have another week on their lengthy road tour, playing against the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City A's next week. Is going to be the new Detroit pitcher as we go into the top of the 7th inning with the Yankees leading 6-5 on some brilliant pitching by Bobby Shands, who got out of that inning after having the bases loaded and nobody out without the Tigers being able to score. Burnside, formerly with the New York and San Francisco Giants, has had a little better luck today, a little better luck this season, we should say, with the Tigers than in the several years that he was with the Giants. The paid attendance has been announced at just slightly over 26,000. Norm Seaburn will lead off as we go to the top of the 7th in the ball game and has seen the lead change hands several times.
First pitch, low outside, ball 1. Big left-hander. The ball is hit foul down the left field line. That's going back out of play. Strike 1-1-1. Burnside is 6'2", 190 pounds, from Wilmette, Illinois. Last year was with Phoenix in the Pacific Coast League. Won 11 and lost 7. This is his 16th appearance of the year. He has no wins and no defeats. This is his 4th appearance against the Yankees. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little bit low, ball 2, 2-1. Ready for the 2-1 pitch. It's fouled out of play on the upper deck. 2-2 the count on Stevens. Johnny Blanchard is all alone down in the Yankee bullpen. What if somebody's needed? They'll come storming off the Yankee bench. Here's a 2-2 pitch, lined in the right field. Team coming on, makes the catch right around his belt. Solid line drive to right, one away. Jim Bunning is roasting out down in the Tiger bullpen. Here's Mickey Mantle. Mickey was called out on strike, popped to the catcher, and popped to the pitcher. Pitch batting .292. Batting right-handed now. Takes a curve, high, ball 1. He batted left-handed against Foytack and Morgan. Now batting right-handed against the left-handed Pete Burnside. Mickey swings and misses the change-up, 1-1. Can't understand. Mick used to really wear out that change-up pitch when he first came up. They were afraid to throw it to him, but now he's way out in front. His timing has been off. Here's a double pump by Burnside. Fastball hit on the ground, backhanded by the pitcher. Goes underhanded Daniel in time to get Mantle. Boy, that was a shot. Right back to the pitcher. Put that glove up in self-defense. Is stuck right in there. 2 out hit Yogi. Yogi reached down there, doubled. Came around to score, and then he walked. Batting .277. Top of the 7th. Yankees leading 6-5. There's a fastball over strike one call. Two out, nobody on. And delivers a curve that Yogi swings at and misses. Strike 2. Nothing in 2 on Yogi. Two-strike pitch. Curve. He almost went after it, but it was low outside and held up. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strikes on Yogi. Serve on the ground to first. Off Daniel's glove out in the right field. Yogi rounds first and holds on. It's a base hit for Yogi. For the Yankees. That was kind of a gift to Yogi. Here's Hector Lopez. Lopez slide to left, double to right, and head into a double play. Hector batting .282. Here's a stretch. The pitch is a ground ball. Hit the short field, coming in, up with it. Goes off balance at first, just in time to get Lopez. A nice play by the shortstop. For the Yankees in the top of the 7th, no runs on 1 hit. No tag errors, 1 man left to score at the end of 2.5 innings of play. The Yankees 6 and the Tigers 5.
6-5. The Yankees leading the Detroit Tigers as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Bobby Richardson took over beautifully for Whitey Ford, who was linked for 4 runs in the first inning. Pause here for station identification. This is the home of Champions Network.
KO at 1460 on the dial, Albany, New York, where Yankee baseball coming your way this afternoon, brought to you by Valentine Beer and Ale and the Atlantic Refining Company. Stay tuned for Troy Buick's baseball roundup immediately following today's game. Came through with a single in the 5th. The last time at bat to drive and run. Then in the 2nd inning, he made 2 outs. He led off the inning, bouncing out to short. Finished the inning as time men went to bat, bouncing to the pitcher. Fred batting .305. Jim Bunning is still loosening up for the Tigers. There's a curve foul over the roof and out of play down the left field line. Fastball hit high in the air, deep to left field. It's curving though, and it's foul. Wait a minute, it's foul. Holy cow, was that close? It was in the upper deck. And that must have been foul 5 inches. From here it looked like it went in fair and around the pole, but they had a big screen on the foul pole extending about a foot in the fair territory, and they never touched that. And third base umpire John Flaherty ran halfway out to left field on the ball. Called it foul. Boy, that was close. Almost tied up the ball game. But it goes as a long 0-2 on Wilson. Billy Hitchcock must have jumped 6 feet up in the air coaching at third, trying to potty English that ball back in the fair territory. Two strike pitches a curve a little bit outside ball 1. John Wilson. Tiger Chester leading off here in the bottom of the 7th. Curve fouled on the first base line. Knocked down by old Reliable coaching at first. A slow curve line into left center field. A big pitch to Wilson. Boy, he was fooled on that pitch and then just reached his bat out and stroked it over short in the left center field. Wilson's second base hit. Hit number 4 off stands. Hit number 9 for the Tigers. Here comes Jeff Zanio. Just single to left, line to third, and pop to first. Just batting .217. On deck, Ted left field. We've got action in the Yankee bullpen. Ryan Duran gets up, starts flexing his muscles. Curve hit high in the air to short center field. Richardson back, Mantle in. Richardson waiting for it. And makes the catch in short center field for out number 1. We have Ted left field. Ted single to right, struck out and bounced in front of the plate, thrown out by Yogi. Left field batting .267. One away. The Yankees leading 6-5 here in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch to left field is a curve, a little bit low, ball 1. On left field. Fred Wilson at first. Fred. Curve is swung at a missed strike 1 mile mark. Broke it in on left field. Good pitch. Hector Lopez is guarding the line at third base. He's been playing deep and left. Here's the stretch. Low curve swung and a missed strike too. Man, left field was way out ahead of that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilson with a short lead at first. Service strike 3. In and down again. Second strikeout for Shan. And it was left field. We struck out before. There was only 2 strikeouts. Brings up Cooteville, 2 for 3. Single to right field twice and fly to right. Driven in a run and scored a run. Veal's batting .294. Ray Narleski gets up in the Tiger bullpen now. First pitch to Veal is a curve over strike 1 call. Burnside is due to be the next batter. And should Veal get on, they'll put in a pinch hitter, so they want to get Narleski ready. Stretch by Stan. Curve is inside. Ball 1-1-1. Two out. Slow curve hit on the ground at third. Lopez right to his right down the left field. Wilson's around second, digging for third. And Veal going to second. The throw is in a second. He flies and he's in there. And that'll be an error charge to Hector Lopez. And the Tigers now have runners at second and third on some heads-up base running by both Red Wilson and Cooteville. Hector Lopez, and that's the Yankees' third error of the ball game. And Johnny Groth is coming up now to bat for Pete Burnside. Johnny Groth, right-hand hitting outfielder, comes on to bat for Burnside. The Tigers have the tying run at third, and the tie-breaking run down at second. Groth batting .289, has 7 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home, and 9 runs batted in. Johnny broke into the big league. Right here at Detroit. Here comes Casey Stengel. And it looks like Casey might want his fireballer Ryan Duran to come on right now. But let's see what happens. Casey Stengel going out to the mound. Talking with Bobby, Stans, and Yogi. Duran is still warming up. He's getting ready down the bullpen, blazing that ball in there. See what decision Casey comes to. He's looking down towards the bullpen. It doesn't look good for Stans to stay in, and he signals for the bullpen. He wants Ryan Duran. Casey Stengel has made his move. Ryan Duran comes in. Bobby Stans has given up just 4 hits, walked 2, struck out 2. He's allowed 1 run so far. But Wilson at third and Veal down at second are Bobby's responsibility. He leaves the field, and Ryan Duran comes on to take over. A total of 5 innings. Ryan Duran has come on, and Johnny Groth was scheduled to be the batter, might be taken out of there. We see Gale Harris coming up with a couple of bats, and Gale Harris is coming up to bat for Johnny Groth. A pinch hitter for a pinch hitter. Johnny Groth was announced as the batter for Pete Burnside. And when Casey Stengel switched from a left-hand pitcher to a right-hand pitcher, Jimmy Dyke switched his right-hand pinch hitter for a left-hand pinch hitter. Plus, managers playing the percentages. Batting .181. Has 3 doubles, 2 triples, 7 homers. 21 runs batted in. Big Ryan Duran, 6'1.5", 195 pounds, from San Antonio, Texas. This is his 27th appearance of the year. He's won 1 and lost 2, but he's saved 11 ball games for the Yankees, and that's mighty important. He last relieved on July 22nd at Cleveland. 6 innings, giving up 2 hits and 1 run. Took out 4. Now we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 men are out, runners at second and third. The Yankees lead 6-5. Yale Harris batting for Johnny Gross. Before he gets ready on the mound. Here's the windup. The pitch is inside ball 1. That was a blazer, boy. You could hardly see it coming in there. On deck, Eddie Yost. Duran walking slowly around the mound, filling up a hole, digging another one. The pitch is low, ball 2, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, 2 out. Red Wilson leading off third, Coot Vila second. Is low outside, ball 3, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes on the pinch hitter, Yale Harris. Duran looks in for the sign. Here's the big windup. The pitch is strike 1 call. That's ball down the middle. Now let's see, still loosening up for the Tigers. Here's the windup by Duran. The pitch is a line base hit up the middle. Here comes Wilson, and here comes Steele. That's Coffin, and the Tigers take the lead. 7-6. How do you like those apples? Yale Harris comes through with a pinch hit single. Right through the middle, and there's the time they needed Bobby Sands in there. With the same side ball that was 54. The only difference was that Duran jumped up in the air a little bit to get out of the way, where his Sands gets right down in front of him. Was it tough for a big man to move? Both those runs are charged to Bobby Sands, and the Tigers now lead 7-6 here in the bottom of the 7th, with 2 out in the batter, Eddie Yost. Yost has singled, walked twice, and bounced to short. Here's a pitch. Pitch is over, strike 1 called. Eddie batting 253. By Duran. Go to first. Harris back in time. Duran almost threw the ball past Howard. Here's the set. Pitch is fouled back against the screen. Strike 2. Here's a search. The two-strike pitch is a curve a little bit outside ball one. Here's a set, and the pitch is strike three call. Eddie Oscord looking. But the Tigers come back here in the bottom of the seventh to score 2 runs on 2 base hits, 1 Yankee error, and 1 man left on base. That makes the score at the end of 7 full innings. The Tigers 7 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The Yankees 6 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors.
A wild and woolly ball game that has seen the lead change hands several times, and now it's swung back in Detroit's favor. The Tigers leading 7-6 as Ray Narleski comes on to pitch in the 8th inning. Paul Foytack started this one for the Detroit Tigers. He was knocked out of there. Tom Morgan came along, tried for a pinch hitter. Burnside, and now Narleski working with a 1-run lead. The first pitch to Elston Howard is high and inside, ball 1. Narleski with a 4-10 record. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The count on Elston Howard.
Barney Schultz and Bob Smith warming up for the Tigers. The pitch is high inside, ball 3. 3-0 on Elston Howard. Howard's 0 for 3, bounced the third twice, and hit back to the box. Fastball is over, strike 1 call. Elston Howard batting .260. The count. 3-1 pitch is hot foul down the right field line out of play. Full count on Elson in the upper deck. Now let's see, goes to the rosin bag. Here's the payoff pitch. A drive to deep right field, way back there. He's back to the wall. He almost got it there. He almost made a great play, but Howard's in at second base with a double. Ooh, what a play that would have been. Harvey Kuenn went back as far as he could, reached as high as he could, got his glove on the ball, kept it from going over the short fence in right field for a home run, and almost held on to it for a sensational catch. But it goes as a double for Elston Howard to deep right field. Bob Thornberry is going out to run for Howard, and he'll remain in the ballgame to play first base. Had a little chat with Frank Castelli. Now Bauer steps into the batter's box. Stretch by Narleski. The pitch is hit high in the air to straightaway center field. Not deep enough for Thornberry to tag up in advance. Kaline makes the catch, and Thornberry holds at second base. Whitey Ford, who bounced the short, popped the third, and then hit his first major league home run into the left field seat with Bauer on. Put the Yankees ahead. Ford is 1 for 3, batting .240. The pitch is running down the third base line, but it goes. Fair ball, throws to first, too late. Eddie Yost thought that ball was going to go foul, and stood in foul territory, caught the ball, thought it was foul, but third base umpire John Flaherty said fair ball. A break for the Yankees. It's a base hit for Bobby Richardson on a bunt single at third base. And that ball was up around Brickell's eyes when he bunted it. How it stayed fair, I'll never know. It hit about 3 inches in fair territory, 3/4 of the way down the third base line. And on the second bounce, it still stayed fair. Yost caught it, and he hesitated before throwing the first, and that's what allowed Brickell to beat it out. Here's Enos Slaughter batting for Ryan Dooner. Now, let's see into a stretch position. There goes Brickell. The ball is hit high up there to center. That'll be deep enough to allow Thornberry to score. Kaline makes the catch. The throw to the plate won't be near in time. Thornberry comes across easily, standing up. The ball cut out by Coot Beal. Slaughter comes through with a sacrifice fly to center, and the score is tied. Once again, 7-7. 2 out. Here's Bobby Richardson, who's homered, singled twice, and bounced it short. Richardson batting .283. Rossetti coaching at third. Crow gets the sign. Passes it to Fritzy Brickell at first. 7-7 the score here in the bottom of the, right at the top of the 8th inning. Here's the stretch by Nollis. Pitch is a ground ball. Now, nice play by Yost over to Harris in time for the out. A hard hit ball. Yost went down on both knees to come up with it. For the Yankees in the top of the 8th, they try to score on 1 run, 2 base hits, no Tiger errors, 1 man left to score at the end of 7.5 innings of play. The Yankees 7 and the Tigers 7.
So we go into the last half of the 8th inning with the ball game tied up at 7-7. Neither ball club has played today. If either one of them particularly wanted to win the ball game, the defense of both clubs has been lacking. Eddie Yost let that ball go foul, as it appeared to be surely going to do. The sacrifice fly of Enos Slaughter would not have been a sacrifice fly. And Hector Lopez's error set up the 2 runs that would have scored on Gale Harris' single. Let's pause here for station identification.
All Yankee baseball games are brought to you by Valentine Beer and Ale and Atlantic Gasoline on WOKO 1460 on your radio dial. Don't forget to start you at Roundup with Jim Raynor. Follow today's game.
Duke Mott is the new pitcher for the Yankees as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning, all tied at 7 runs apiece. We've used 4 pitchers now, the arrival of Duke Mott in the ball game. Smokey Maxwell leads off as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Bill?
Maxwell's batting .244. To Maxwell, time is called. I don't know whether that's the pitch or not. There's another one of those rubber balls thrown down. Yogi picks it up and throws it in the Yankee dugout. I don't believe that was any pitch. The ball was almost on its way. Just had left Duke Mott's hand when the ball hit on the infield in front of home plate. Frank Umont yelled time, no pitch. So we do it all over again. Charlie Maxwell leading off for the Tigers here in the bottom of the 8th. Moss's pitch is a curve high, ball 1. Strikes on Maxwell. Here's the pitch. Serve is low, ball 2, 2-0. Harvey Kuenn on deck without Kaline to follow. Here's the windup by Duke. 2-0 pitch is outside, low, ball 3, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 delivery. It's high, ball 4. Maxwell walks on 4 straight pitches. Brings up Harvey Kuenn. Kuenn fly to center. Reached safely twice on errors and then pops to the pitcher. Jim Bromstead is up in the Yankee bullpen. Here's the stretch by Marsh. Pitch is taken over, strike 1 call. Tied 7-7 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Nobody out. Maxwell leads off first base. Moss stretches. There he goes. The ball is hit on the ground over Lopez's head, and there won't be a chance for a play at any base. The hit and run worked because Lopez was playing in looking for the bunt as he had to, and with Maxwell running, he hit a high Baltimore chop that Lopez had a backtrack for and catch going towards left field. He had no chance to make a throw. And once again, the Tigers threatened. With runners at first and second, nobody out and a batter out, Kaline. Kaline is standing outside the batter's box looking at Billy Hitchcock, the third base coach. Yogi out to the mound to talk with Duke Moss. Ronstadt heating up real fast. Maxwell at second. Kuenn at first. Again, the Yankee infield has to look for the bunt. Here's the stretch. But he swings away and misses strike 1. He tried to slap it over Thornberry's head and swung at a bad ball. Now he steps back out of the box, looks at Hitchcock. See if they've changed the signs. One strike on Kaline. Moss stretch. Pitch is bunted down the third base line. Moss up and it goes to third base in time to get Maxwell sliding in. It's a fourth play from 1 to 5. Moss got off that mound real quick and fired to Lopez, who stretched out and caught the ball like a first baseman, getting Maxwell sliding in. Kuenn moved to second. Kaline at first. There's one away now, and here's Red Wilson. Wilson bounced the short, hit back to the box, and single to left field twice. He drove in a run and scored one. Batting .311. One away. Kuenn at second, Kaline at first. Wilson the batter. Score tied 7-7, bottom of the 8th. Curve is low, ball 1. Duke Moss working very slow and easy. Wants to be very careful. That left fielder is on deck. stretch. Low curve hit on the ground is short. Brickell to Richardson for one. No chance for the double play. Moving to third base is Harvey Kuenn. So now with runners at first and third and 2 outs. Is due to be the next batter. Let's see what happens. And Larry Osborne is coming on. Larry Osborne, left-hand hitting first baseman, comes on. He'll bat for Narleski. Narleski was batting in Gus Verniel's place in the lineup. Osborne's batting .250, and he has 6 doubles, 3 homers, 16 runs batted in. Wilson is first with 2 outs. In the bottom of the 8th, score tied 7-7. Osborne, a left-hand hitter. Choked up in the bat a little bit. Wears glasses. On deck, Ted Leptio. Here's the stretch by Duke Marsh. There goes the runner. The ball is fouled. Strike one. What a jump Wilson had. Thornberry not holding him on. Had a real good jump. One strike on Osborne. Thornberry holding Wilson a little closer now. Not right on the bag, but just in back. Here's the stretch. Low curve is swung at him. Missed strike 2. Nothing and 2 to count. 2 outs. 2 men on. Score tied 7-7. Duke stretches. Curve, foul tip. No. He's out. Wait a minute. Billy Hitchcock says it hit the ground. Let's ask the umpires. The ball did hit the ground. He picked it up. He's not out. Wait a minute, let's see if he got it. Yogi scored it on the first hop. He did. The ball hit the ground, and Yogi did it quick. Actually, Frank Newmont, the plate umpire, couldn't see it because Yogi had the play blocked. Yogi tried to get away with it. It was a good try, but it didn't work. Charlie Berry, an old Sandfactor himself, at first base, realized and saw the play, and so he had to help the plate umpire. And the Tigers have a life. The whole Yankee team was off the field. Yogi's a pretty good actor. A foul tip bounced out of his glove, and it just did hit the ground. Yogi scooped it up and showed it to Newmont, said he caught it before it hit the ground. Nothing in 2 on Osborne. We're ready to go again. Red Wilson at first base. Got a big lead. He'll steal second if Thornberry doesn't come in back of him. Keene is at third. Moss gets the sign from Yogi. Here's the stretch. He's going to go, and he goes. The ball is fouled back just to our right out of play. Nothing in 2 to top. Wilson's got a big lead down there at first base. Thornberry's playing real deep on the edge of the outfield grass. Wilson will be going again. Here's the stretch. There he goes. The curve is hit down the third base line. Lopez bobbles the ball. He can't handle it. And the run scores, and the Tigers take the lead. Holy cow, another error charge to the Yankees. In all fairness to Lopez, that was a tough chance because Osborne shooted off the end of his bat and the ball was spinning. Just as it got to Hector, it rolled up his arm, and he couldn't make a play. Team came on to score. Wilson moved to second base. Osborne safe at first base. And here's Ted Lepio. Lepio single, struck out twice and hit in front of the plate. 1 for 4. Batting 264. The Tigers lead 8-7 now. There's a curve hit in the ground at third. Lopez knocks it down, picks it up, goes to second. In time to get Osborne sliding in. Man, they're giving Hector a rough time at third. So the Tigers break the ice here in the bottom of the 8th. 1 run on 1 base hit, 1 Yankee error, 2 men left on base. The score at the end of 8 full innings, the Tigers 8 and the Yankees 7.
Going now into the top of the 9th inning. The Yankees need a run to tie. The ball game has changed hands 4 or 5 times today. The Tigers had a 4-1 lead at one point, and the Yankees tied it up. The Tigers went ahead, the Yankees went ahead, and now, as we go to the 9th, Rob Smith has come on to try to preserve the 1-run lead for the Detroit Tigers.
R.C. Bob Smith, 6'1", 195 pounds, from Woodville, New Hampshire. Making his 7th appearance of the year, he's 1 run and lost 1. Smith was sold on waivers on June the 13th by the Pirates to the Tigers. So the Yankees need 1 run to get back in this ball game. They trail 8-7. Smith will be pitching to Norm Sebring, leading off here in the top of the 9th inning. Sebring is walking back towards the Yankee dugout. We might have a pinch hitter here. Let's see, the Moose, don't tell me Skowron took batting practice. He could be coming out. And so it is. Bill Skowron is coming out. Is coming out to bat for Norm Sebring. Skowron took batting practice before the game, and they thought he might play tomorrow, but here they're using him a day early. Bill Skowron batting for Norm Sebring. Sebring had a clutch double in the 5th inning, driving in 2 runs. Skowron batting .299, 13 doubles. 5 triples, 15 homers, and 59 runs batted in. Moose loosens up a little bit at the plate. Left-hander, Bob Smith on the mound, ready to wind up. The pitch to Skowron is a curve high ball 1. Moose using a little of Rocky Colavito's technique. Puts the bat over his shoulder and stretches. Last time Moose played was on July the 11th. There's a fastball over strike 1 call. Against the Boston Red Sox up at Boston. 1-1 the count on Skowron. Here's the windup. The pitch is fouled, and he let go of his bat and it goes past third base. The ball was fouled back against the screen for strike 2, and Skowron let go of his bat. Said he's running it back to him now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Moose. Let go of his bat earlier today. Went right in the Tiger dugout, but neither he nor Skowron do that very often. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch is strike 3. Skowron swings and misses. Moose went after a bad high ball. start swinging. Mantle. Mickey's over 4 today. Struck out, popped to the catcher, popped to the pitcher, and hit back to the box. Nick batting .291. The Tigers are leading 8-7. We're in the top of the 9th inning. This pitch to Mantle is high outside, ball 1. The pitch to Mickey. A slow curve is over. Strike 1 call. 1-1 the count. Here's the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Curve low. Ball 2. 2-1. Off a couple of signs. Still takes off another one. Now he's got the sign. Here's the windup. Fastball is hit slowly out towards third. They're going to have to hustle to get Mickey. Yost. Towards point. He's safe. He beat it out. What a play Yost made. He fielded the ball bare hand so as not to waste any time getting it out of his glove. It was a high hopper. And Mantle beats it out for an infield single. Boy, did he fly down that line. Mickey Mantle hit a high ground ball over the pitcher's box, and Yost came across from third base, grabbed it in the air with his bare hand and fired at the same second, but Mickey beat it out. That brings up Yogi Berra. Yogi reached on an error, double, walked, and single away. Yogi's batting .280. 8-7, the Tigers lead. We're in the top of the 9th, 1 out, and Mantle at first. The pitch to Yogi is hit deep to right field, way back. That one's down. And the Yankees go out in front. 9-8. Oh, what a ball game this is this. Yogi Berra comes through with a home run. 1 out. Here in the top of the 9th inning and puts the Yankees ahead. 9-8. Mickey Mantle hustling down to first, beat out an infield single. And Bob Smith is shaking his head out on the mound. He threw Yogi a high fastball. I don't know what they could have been thinking about throwing Yogi a high fastball in this park. He drilled it in the upper deck in right field. Yogi Berra comes through with his 12th home of the year. RBIs number 38 and 39. And the Yankees lead 9-8. Hector Lopez takes the pitch high, ball 1. Lopez flies to left, double to right, hit into a double play, and bounce to short. Batting .281. Curve is over. Strike 1 call. 1-1 the count. Oh, what a game this has been. First the Yankees led, then the Tigers, then they tied it up. The Tigers went ahead, the Yankees went ahead, the Tigers went ahead, the Yankees went ahead. They tied it, and the Yankees are ahead now. Oh, man, what a game. Curve outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Pitch is high outside, ball 3, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is over the outside corner. Full count on Lopez. Pitch is a ground ball in the hole. Veal backhands it. A long throw to first. In time, they got Lopez. A nice play by Veal and Gail Harris on a ball thrown in the dish. That's 2 out. And as Mark Thornberry comes to the plate, we'll pause for station identification.
Your All Yankee baseball games are brought to you by Valentine Beer and Ale and Atlantic Gasoline by WOKO 1460 on your radio dial. Stay tuned after the game for Jim Raynor and the Troy Buick Roundup.
The first pitch to Thornberry is high inside, ball one. Thornberry went in to run for Elston Howard and stayed in the ball game. Two outs. Yankees lead 9-8. Pitch to Thornberry. High, ball two, 2-0. Nothing on Thornberry. Pitch is strike one. Thornberry went for a low outside save, didn't get it. Bob's batting 186. Smith into the windup. Pitch is foul to the right of the plate, strike two. Tigers have Scoot Field, Dale Harris, and Eddie Yost coming up to bat. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. Here's a 2-2 delivery. Serve is over, strike three call. But the Yankees come through with two big runs on two hits. No tag errors, nobody left to score at the end of 8.5 innings of play. The Yankees 9 runs, 13 hits, and 4 errors. The Tigers 8 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error.
Bottom of the ninth inning with the Yankees at least momentarily on top, 9-8. The first pitch is a curve, and it's low, ball one.
Nobody leaving this ball game. They glued to their seats. The wind-up by Moss. Fastball is in there. Strike one call. 1-1 the count. Moss into the wind-up. Here's the payoff pitch. A ground ball hits slowly to third. Lopez charging in. Up with the ball close to first. It's a wild throw. Going down the right field line, and Darwin is hit to throw to second. And Beal is out at second base. Boy, Darwin is really hurt. As he reached out for that throw, Beal collided with Darwin and made a big wide pin at first base, was thrown out at second on a heads-up play by Bobby Richardson. And Gus Marsh, the Yankees. Beal is out of there. Let's see, that's another error. Beal is out at second base. That's another error. Starts to Hector Lopez, but the play goes from 4 to 6, getting Beal. Johnny Blanchard is going to be sent out to left field, and Mark Thornberry will be playing first base. Sure hope the Moose isn't hurt seriously. And old Hector's having a rough day at third. Continues to warm up, throwing to Yogi Berra. Beal hit that high hopper to third, and Lopez fielding it quickly. Fired it wild, fast first. But Beal took too wide a turn, and the ball bounced off the side of the wall right back to Bobby Richardson, whose perfect throw to Brickell nipped Beal sliding in. That brings up Dale Harris. One time at bat, pinch hit and single to center, driving in 2 runs. Harris batting 186. 1 out. Duke Moss ready out on the mound. The pitch to Harris is a curved, low ball 1. On deck, Eddie Yost. I don't know what else could happen in this ball game. One ball, no strike. Curve is foul to the right of home plate, strike 1-1-1. They're still warming up in the Yankee bullpen. Moss goes to the rosin bag. Now he's ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slow curve, high inside, ball 2, 2-1. One strike, 1 out, nobody on. Wind up by Duke. The curve is outside, ball 3, 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike now to count. Hitting first baseman Gale Harris. Taking in. The 3-1 pitch is hit off the plate down the first baseline. Marsh lets it bounce and it goes foul. It's a good thing he did. He couldn't have thrown him out. There's another one off the plate. Beal hit one off the plate that was trouble. Harris bounced one off the plate. That just did kick foul after hitting in fair territory. Full count now on Harris. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The Yankees leading 9-8. We're in the bottom of the 9th. A seesaw battle all the way. First one team took the lead, then the other. Three and 2 to count on Gale Harris. This will be the payoff pitch. Into the windup. The payoff pitch is popped in the air, foul outside of third, going back into the stands and out of play. So the count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Eddie Yost on deck. The 3-2 pitch is a curve hit down the first base line and kicking foul. Harris spoiling the pitches. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. These 2 teams meet here again tomorrow afternoon. Here's the pitch. Change up. Low ball, Forey Lawson. Harris walked. Second walk given up by Marsh. Casey walking up and down the dugout. And the batter will be Eddie Yost, who single walked twice, bounced it short and struck out. Eddie batting 252. Just in the batter's box. Pitch to Eddie is low, ball one. Bill Scowen is that he had a dislocated bone on his wrist. One bone was over the other. Gus Marsh, the Yankees trainer, got the bone back in place. They put the arm in a splint and they take him to a hospital for X-ray. Pitch to Yost, curve, inside ball 2-0. On deck is Charlie Maxwell. 1 out. Thornberry holding first against Gail Harris. The Yankees 9 and the Tigers 8 in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the stretch. Pitch to Yost is over, strike one call. 2 balls, 1 strike. One strike, 1 out. Pitch is outside, ball 3, 3-1. The count. Here's the stretch. The pitch is over, strike 2. Well, now we got a 3-2 count. They'll be sending that runner to keep out of the double play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Dale Harris at first base will be off with the pitch. The stretch by Marsh. Harris leading away. There he goes. The ball is fouled back out of play. The 3-2 pitch to Eddie Yost. Harris with a good-sized lead off first. The stretch. There goes the runner. The pitch is pop fouled on the right field line. Curving foul back into the stands out of play. Lots of excitement in the ball game. A long ball game it is at that. 3 hours and 16 minutes old right now. Rubbing up the new ball. Goes to the rosin bag. Sun's shining brightly now. Most of the clouds are breezed by overhead. A lot of blue up there. 3-2. Harris leads off first. There's the stretch. There he goes. The curve is fouled right over the Tiger dugout back into the seat. Eddie guarding the plate. They're too close to take. He'll be loosening up his throwing arm just in case he has to throw to second. Swinging it around. Bronstead still loosening up in the Yankee bullpen. Duke stretches. The pitch is a curve. He strikes 3. He tried to check it, but he didn't. Eddie Yost strikes out on a real bad pitch. Very seldom you see Yost do that. It was high and inside. He tried to check his swing and couldn't do it. And that brings up Charlie Maxwell. who has walked twice, singled, popped to the catcher, popped to first. Maxwell batting .244. The Yankees lead 9-8. We're in the bottom of the ninth inning, 2 outs. And Gale Harris at first base. Boy, I tell you, Yost, when that pitcher was up in his eyes. Two away. Here's the stretch by Marsh. Pitch to Maxwell is outside, ball 1. Thornberry now playing way back at first base, not holding Harris too close. Tigers must have figured something that time. They didn't have Harris running when Yost struck out. Curve outside, ball 2, 2-0. No strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base, Gale Harris. Ronstadt stopped warming up to watch this pitch. Here's a stretch. Pitch is on the outside corner, strike 1 call. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Stretch by Duke. Pitch is outside, ball 3. 3-1. And if he walks Maxwell, he'll put the tying run down at second base. Harvey Kuenn, the next batter. Casey moves Thornberry deep yet at first base. Here's the stretch. The pitch is outside, ball 4. He walked him. The tying run moves down to second base. Gale Harris. Maxwell is at first with 2 outs. And a batter, Harvey Kuenn. Kuenn is 1 for 5. He flied to center, reached first on error twice, hopped to the pitcher and beat out an infield single, batting .344. The Yankees 9 and the Tigers 8. Well, this has been one of the wildest and weirdest ones we've had all year. Gale Harris leads off second. Charlie Maxwell off first. Here's the stretch. The pitch is a curve outside, ball 1. He'll step back, shaking his head again. Thought it was a strike. And here comes Casey Stengel out. Casey Stengel coming out of the Yankee dugout. See what the old professor has on his mind. He wants Yogi out now, so Yogi walks out to the mound. This has really been a wild ball game. The Yankees scored in the very first inning when Richardson unloaded a homer, his first major league homer. Then the Tigers came back with 4 in the second inning. 10 men went to bat. The Yankees came back with 1 in the top of the 4th. And 2 in the top of the 5th. Tigers came back with 1 in the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees came back with 2 more in the top of the 6th. Tigers came back with 2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Yankees had 1 in the top of the 8th. The Tigers 1 in the bottom of the 8th. And the Yankees came up with 2 in the top of the 9th, and they lead 9-8. Playing the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs. Runners at first and second, and the batter Harvey Kuenn. That's the count of 1 ball, no strikes on him. Lead off first, second. Here's the stretch. The pitch is a curve low inside, ball 2, 2-0. strikes and 2 out, 2 men on. Dean checks the sign, rather. Moss checks the sign. He got me all upset. Inside, almost 15. Ball 3. Man, that was close. Harvey was leaning into the pitch as he usually does. And a fastball sailed inside. He just did get out of the way. 3-0 now the count. Al Kaline on deck. Duke checks the sign from Yogi. Here's the stretch. The 3-0 pitch is strike one call. 3-1 the count. Team taking all the way. Dale Harris leading off second. Nobody bothering with him. Maxwell off first. Pitch is strike 2, full count on Kane. Harvey starts to run down to first base. Said the ball was low. Full count on Kane. And now the runners will be off with the pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. The Yankees leading 9-8 in the bottom of the ninth. Here's the stretch. The payoff pitch is high inside, ball 4. He almost hit him. And the bases are loaded. Moss has walked 3 men in this inning. The Yankees got a break when, on Lopez's error, Beal trying to advance to second was thrown out by Bobby Richardson. So they'd have really had themselves an inning. Well, the bases are loaded. There are 2 outs. The Yankees lead 9-8. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Here's Al Kaline, who is 0 for 4. And here comes Stacy Stengel, and Moss is out of the ball game. That's all for Moss. Duke has pitched just an inning and 2/3. But they've been a long inning and 2/3. I've said it. And Jim Bronstead is coming on. Bringing this youngster on in quite a spot. Bases loaded, 2 outs, and facing Al Kaline. And while they're huddling on the mound, it's a good time to pause for station identification.
Yankee baseball games are brought to you by Valentine Beer and Ale and Atlantic Gasoline in the Capital District over WOKO 1460 on your radio dial. Stay tuned for Toy Buick Roundup following today's game.
As Yogi starts to go back to the catcher's box, Casey Stengel calls him back. Pats Bronstead on the back. Starts away, then comes back again and says something else to Bronstead. As Casey leaves, he gives the hustle sign. Let's go get him. Oh, this has been a hectic ball game, man. The Yankees have committed 5 errors. The Tigers have committed 1. The Tigers have had so many chances to break the ball game open, but couldn't come through with that one base hit or long fly at the right time. Meanwhile, the Yankees have taken advantage of almost all their scoring opportunities. They haven't left more than 1 man on base in any inning. Baltimore and Chicago are having a battle. Still tied 2-2 in the 12th. Cleveland won their ball game 8-1. Phillies beat Cincinnati 6-3. Milwaukee shut out the Pirates 3-0, and the Cubs lead the Giants 2-1 at the end of 5. Boston's at Kansas City for a night game, and St. Louis at Los Angeles for a night game. Well, here we go. Bronstead completes his warm-up tosses. Al Kaline steps into the batter's box. The bases are loaded with 2 outs, and the Yankees leading 9-8. Talk about accident drama. Excitement. All 3 runners lead away. Here's the windup by Bronstead. The pitch is a ground ball right at Lopez. He bombs it, picks it up. Gets on third for the out. Holy cow, a line drive drive, one hopper. But they couldn't find the handle. It hit in his glove, popped out, he picked it up, dropped it, picked it up, and stepped on third for the fourth play. And the Yankees win a squeaker, 9-8. Wow, in that top of the right bottom of the ninth for the Tigers, no runs, no hits, no Yankee errors. Rather one Yankee error and 3 men left on base. The Yankees win it 9-8. And while Joe Ripley gets the total ready.
That'll wind up another Atlantic baseball broadcast. Brought to you by P. Ballantyne and Sons, brewers of famous three-ring Ballantyne beer, the Crisp Refresher, and the Atlantic Refining Company and your Atlantic dealer who offer you new Atlantic Imperial gasoline for knock-free power that saves you money.
For the Yankees, 9 runs, 13 hits, 5 errors, and 6 men left on base. For the Tigers, 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 14 men left on base.